Hello everyone. I haven't posted in a while. In fact, it's been quite a long time. That's because I ended up changing careers and I'm now working as a GC. But the thing is, I still like to put on the tool belt, and even working as a GC quite a few times, there's some stuff you gotta get done yourself. Can't rely on others to get done, small things that would just cost too much money for somebody to come out and do. So there's still quite a bit of work to do. But I've been quite a bit busy because I'm working as the site superintendent and the project manager at the same time. So there's a lot of paperwork. But on the weekends, this Saturday and Sunday, I had to do some sleepers for some condensers that we're going to place. And I just thinking about how I hadn't posted in a while, and I have made some changes to my Occidental Tool Belt. So I just thought I'd run through those real quick and show you what I've done. So here's the Occidental Tool Belt. One big change I made is I did take off that, I talked about this in my last video, maybe 6-8 months ago, something like that. But I did take off this pouch that was right here, that was in the way of this area, which I didn't like at all, because I like to keep fasteners and things in there. And it was just too hard to get to anything. Keep my gloves in there for right now. It's just too hard to get to anything. Speed square, and I keep fasteners over here. So I did take off that pouch, and what I ended up doing is right now I have my long tape in there because I was doing a layout for some floors. I put a little clip on the back of this, and I just keep this on the back of my tool belt, and I keep my long tape in there or whatever else I need that day to keep in there. But like I said, I was doing some long layouts, and I needed long 50-foot tape, so I went ahead and put that back there. I also added this phone Klein tool, magnetic phone carrier. I got tired of trying to get it out of my pocket or forgetting it, or sometimes I would just put it over here in one of these pouches, but then I got other stuff there and it just got to be too much. So I ended up getting that pouch for over there. And then I also, if you notice, I upgraded my tool belt to this comfort belt from Occidental, which has, it's kind of the belt inside a belt, so it's got your support here, the rings already on there, and then you can put your bags on. I like this a lot better. Bags don't slide off. You can add accessories on there quite easily, and I really like that setup, so I'm happy with that. Still using the suspenders, which have been great. No issues with those. And a while back I did mention that I usually went with a Stanley Fat Max. I had a 30 foot, but it didn't fit so well in the tool belt. I ended up getting this Crescent, this Lufkin 25 footer, and to tell you the truth, I miss my Fat Max. It's a good tape, but it's just not the same. It doesn't retract as well. It doesn't hold up as well when you're extending it. It's okay, but really kind of miss the Fat Max, and probably sooner than later I'll end up just going back to maybe a 25-foot Fat Max, or see, maybe once this gets worked in enough, maybe it'll fit my 30 foot. I really like the 30 foot. It was really nice, wide, and yeah, it was great. So those are a couple of the changes. So my plan here is I'm trying to find somebody that I'm out in the Washington Pacific Northwest area, trying to find somebody. What I want to do here is make just a little leather piece with places where I can put bits. So if I have my Milwaukee bit set, I can just put just a leather piece across here. I can set bits. That doesn't stick out very far. I can just put the bits in here, maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 across, whatever. It just helps when, you don't always want to have to go back here. If I know what bits I'm going to need, like the job I was doing today, there was 3 or 4 bits I knew I was going to need. Boy, it'd be really nice to stick them right in there and have them all. So I'm trying to find a Leatherworks person out here that can do that. And then my other one is I was thinking about, so having small bits up here and then having some bigger pouches, not pouches, but holders like they do here, where you have your bit, they're like these, but have it over here in this pouch, the longer one. So like today I was using a bunch of spade bits, just be able to stick those bits in there. So a longer, maybe 4 or 5 of them. So I'm trying to find somebody. I'm sure there's somebody out here that can do that for me and put those in there, but that would really come in handy. Since I'm not working on heights as much anymore and I don't have to shove as much in here, I can kind of figure out what I need for the day. It's not as much unknowns going on. So, you know, something where I can take these spade bits and just stick them in there, you know, about that long. Today I was using the 1 inch. I don't know how I got an extra, but I must have bought one by itself. I was using the 1 inch, the 5/8 and the 3/8. Boy, it'd be really nice just to be able to stick those in there. I ended up putting them as I was working. I was putting, where did here. On the outside here where I have the crayon, I was putting them in here, which is okay, but you poke yourself if you're not being too careful. Boy, it'd be really nice just to stuff them right down in here. You know, you got the room for it, and then you still have room for whatever fasteners you need in there. So yeah, I'd really like, so that's what I'm working on now. A little bit of a change. Before I did on my boots, I'm still wearing the Thorogoods. Still, soles are still good. Boots are a little bit obviously worn, a little bit beat up, but still in great condition. Even it rains quite a bit out here, but I haven't had issues with my feet getting wet. So that's been really nice. So that's kind of where I'm at now. This is what I'm thinking. Anybody have any ideas, or anybody know anybody that does that and can give them out here in the Pacific Northwest? But I'd even be able to do it through mail if somebody can do it, and I can just show them exactly what I want. But I think it's pretty simple to understand what's going on here and what I'd like to have. So my other thing is the tool pouch. So if you remember, I did a video on my hammer tool pouch, my hammer pouch that I made. It's still holding up, so I haven't had any issues as far as it. But I have to tell you, I made a purchase here. As you can see, I got myself a stiletto, the TB3. Man, this is a really nice hammer. I mean, it hits hard for as light as it is. And I had this S-wing that I used to use my old job, and I used it because it was fairly cheap. And like I said, I was up high, it's light, and I didn't use a hammer all that, more for tearing out than actually hammered nails. So we had a nail gun and everything, but I still like the hammer. I mean, it's okay, but it's nothing compared to the stiletto, obviously. I mean, this hammer was $40 and this hammer was $250, so it should be better. But man, is it nice. It is a nice hammer, and I love that side pull for pulling things out. This one has it, but it's not quite as good. But yeah, really enjoy this one so far. The problem with it is I got the one that has this little curve here, which I like. And see, this one's very straight, so when I put it in that pouch and in here, just the size of this, and it hasn't worked out enough yet, I guess, but man, it sticks. It's difficult. It's not what I wanted, and it doesn't work all that well. So I mean, it was worth a shot. And if I'm using, like I said, if I'm using that S-wing, then yeah, no problem, works just fine. This handle slides in and out easily. This one, not so much. And because it's longer, yeah, it's just, this rubber here, it's just much more difficult to get it in and out. So I have to come up with a new plan. So I've been thinking about, I don't know if I want to do this or not, but I have been thinking about getting the pouch that comes with the Diamondback and either reworking this or actually buying a Diamondback pouch for this side, just for the right side. The one thing I do like about the Diamondback that I think is you got the tape and your speed square, I believe, are on the same side. I think it was the Ox bags, which I do like that. I don't like having my speed square. I'd like to have it on the right side if I could. I don't know. Maybe I'd get there and I wouldn't want it there, but it just seems like that would be a better place to put it. But so that's my next, just trying to work through and see what I like the best. Like I said, being a general contractor, I don't use this as much as I used to, but it still is nice when I'm going out to do some work that I have the belt This thing, this comfort belt really is nice. I thought about getting the Buckaroo. I believe me, I went through so many options. I kept looking. It took me about 3 months to finally pull the trigger on this. I was looking at the Buckaroo belt, but you know, I just decided that I wanted to keep everything Occidental at that point. And when I saw they came out with this belt with the, you know, belt within a belt, I was really excited to try it out, and it really is nice. I mean, the support is great, fits perfectly, and yeah, really enjoy having this. And like I said, my suspender's still going strong. Everything still works great. I'm just, yeah, this, you know, it worked with that. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see about it. But I am going to try something new. I'm thinking about maybe, although I hate to, this is a good bag. I hate to almost buy another one and see, but what the heck, you know, give it a try and see if I like it better. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, don't know yet. Or there's also some custom bags I was looking at. Maybe have one built how I want it exactly, but nothing wrong with this bag at all. Still really enjoy it. It's nice, sturdy, comfortable. It's obviously, you know, it's not gonna fall apart on me. It's good built. The quality is excellent. So I don't know, just something thinking about just to kind of change it up a little bit. So anyway, that's where we're at now. Just trying to find somebody to maybe do the bit holders for me, which I would really like, and we'll see. But that's about all for the tools. I did have one other thing. I bought this sweatshirt. This is from 1620. It's an American company. It's American made, 1620 workwear, and they had these on sale, and so I wanted to try. And I'll tell you what, it really is. It's got this pouch here, and it's got a little secret pouch inside. And I'll tell you, it really is a nice sweatshirt. They're tight, which is fine. I mean, they fit good, which is fine, because, you know, obviously you don't want them getting snagged in the way of anything. I do like the fact that they don't have the string pulls, because those are always getting in my way and causing problems. So I do like the snaps if you want to snap it up. So that's a pretty nice deal. But well made. I've had it now for about 3 or 4 months, and it's held up well so far. I mean, dirty, obviously, but that's part of the game. But yeah, really like that. So I was thinking about maybe getting some more stuff from them, maybe some pants. But phew, the pants, I really have a hard time spending $200 on a pair of pants. And I know they're probably worth it and they're good pants, but I got my burgundy Duluth Trading, the fire hose pants. I got the burgundy ones because they were on sale for, I think they're normally $75 for the fire hose pants, and I got them for 20 bucks a piece because they were burgundy and nobody else wants burgundy, but I don't care. So I wear those, and those have been really nice for me. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at now, and hopefully I have to get back in the game here and posting some stuff when things come up. But like I said, with being a GC, it's not as much hands-on work. I try to do as much as I can, but I am going to be doing the framing on this job. As you can see right here, I have some open web trusses that I got, and the guys that are coming to do the framing are not familiar with these, and I have used them before. So I'm going to be helping them with the framing install just to make sure everything goes smoothly. It was a difficult getting those in, making sure all the measurements, because if you screw up those, there's no moving anything around. It's not like regular, you know, eye joists or anything like that where you can kind of fidget things around. I mean, you have to, your measurements have to be exact. So I have those covered up over here. It's getting a lot of rain out here in the Pacific Northwest. Got them covered up, but they're gonna be ready to go in about middle of October. So once I start framing those in, maybe I'll do a couple videos on how that's going. But really nice. Really, the guys were very easy to work with. We used a company called Red Built. Recommend those guys. Real nice guys to work with. Real easy. Got those delivered on time. Actually, they got here a little bit early, so I was happy with that. And everything seems to be moving along. All right. Thanks for your time.